Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Coffee Corner. Today is your episode. I have no idea. And I know I'm going to say this again. It's been a while, and I really apologize for not being able to upload many videos as I promised before. But you know what? I learned my lesson, so I'm not going to promise anything this time. I'll just do as I can, and that's it. I do miss this platform. I do miss this format to do my journal because I record a lot of my feelings, emotions, and a lot of big events, of course. But it's been very challenging for me to sit down and set everything up and just kind of talk. And again, another thing is I know a lot of you follow me because of Bob, not because of me. Bob hasn't been very cooperating, of course, because, with the little one, it's hard to pay attention to him. And of course, he's that kind of dog who craves so much attention that I can't give. And he's mad at me every time I want to get him up to the sofa, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do what you told. I'm not gonna do what you're telling me." Yeah, so he hasn't been in my video for a while as well, and I'm trying to rebond with him. Take him for more walks, take him to swim, those kind of things. I definitely feel like I'm getting myself back. Yeah, good thing. Okay, so let's get back to our topic today. Well, I don't really think we have a topic, but I'll try my best. Um, if you remember, in previous video, I was talking about something something, and I mentioned that I'm going to talk about de-influence because this is so trending on TikTok. Um, I don't have TikTok. I don't like TikTok. I think it's I well any kind of short videos uh, will kill your creativity, will kill your time, will kill your ability to think. This is part of the reason that I don't like TikTok. And I know myself, I'm so easily influenced and so easily to be addicted to things. So that's why I want to just avoid it. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to check on Bob. Okay, he's fine. So I just when you have a kid. Anyway, so de-influence is such a thing now because people are trying to convince that people do not, do impulse buying, like purchase, which we call they're not trying to. Well, uh, if you've been on social media or on all kinds of platforms, when you Google or when you search for something, and then right away the whole algorithm will promote the similar things to you. So let's say I want to buy a pair of shoes, and then on your Instagram, on your Facebook, and on any kind of social medias, you will constantly see advertisements for shoes from different brands, which is really creepy. And then you will be thinking, should I buy it or not? And when you have a second thought about buying it, and you feel like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't buy it because I already have like 10 pairs of shoes and they look the same." But when you see advertisements on Instagram, they keep pushing those kind of things to you, and then you start to doubt yourself. It's like, maybe I should buy the pair because I like it. If I miss that, I'm gonna miss a huge deal, and then I feel like I missed the whole opportunity of my life. So that's something that I've been doing, and let me tell you, I've spent so much money this month on random things that I don't really need. And I have like a 3 pair of pants, they look the same. I have 4 pair of shoes, they look the same. But I still want to buy more things like that, which I don't really need. So I don't really know why. Well, I kind of know why because when you're under stress, you always want to do something else, and shopping is one of my remedy to kind of save myself from being stressed or from my anxiety. You know that. But then I started to rethink that I could have saved those. I could have saved money for something else. I could have put my money to my TFSA. I could have invested that. I could have made more interest on that. But instead of doing those kind of positive things, I spend a lot of money on things I might just wear once or twice. You know what I mean? It's such a waste. And again, if you follow me long enough, and if you still remember, there's an episode I was talking about saving money, which when I was reading the book back then. about money or investment. And he says that my friend told me that once you buy something and you've already lost the value of the money. So that's the thing I've been telling myself. But then, I kind of forgot about that. And then I'm back to my bad habit. Now with so much influence on social media and everything, I just can't stop buying things. And that's why I'm doing this video, to remind myself that sometimes I have to learn how to de-influence. But the funny thing is, again, we don't really have a topic or theme today, but I just gonna random talk. The funny thing is, when we're talking about de-influence, we're still trying to influence people. And that's why I want to say that it doesn't matter if you're, small potato or you're kind of big guy. Everybody has some sort of influence on some sort of people. So don't ever look down upon yourself. You know what I mean? I have to remind myself again. Don't ever look down upon myself too. So when we're talking about de-influence, they want to convince you to not fall for the trap of consumerism, right? So they promote you, they want you to buy more, and you spend more money. You're not making money. Other people are making money, right? Those kind of things. And other things, oh, look at other people's style, So for example, about losing weight, about keeping fit, is something that if you see movies, or if you see again, social media is such a thing. Some people will say, oh, you're gonna have to have the perfect figure, and you're gonna have to have like slim legs and arms, and you're gonna have this kind of beautiful perfect face. Then you have to do that. And if you don't meet those requirements or standards, you feel like you're failing yourself, you're failing your whole life. So, oh, why am I never going to be like that person? Because you're not like that person. But with such influence, you feel like you're constantly looking up to someone else. You're trying to meet other people's expectations, right? Not yourself. And then you become not a happy person. And this is why they started trend to talk about the de-influence. So you're going to have to think about that. And one of those things about, I think, early days about the de-influence is being minimalism. Yeah. Okay. So remember, it was such a thing for a long time, and everybody was trying to be a minimalist, and they were trying to get rid of their furniture, and then the guru of organizing things, being minimalist. That person, I think I saw the news. I think she quit because she started to have her own family. She had her kids. It is just very hard. Influence is good, but you have to customize the influence based on your own, background condition, or your own, surroundings. You can't just take it and use it. You have to do some sort of effort to, make it, tailor it for yourself. Then you can better use it. So that's what I was thinking about now. But then back to that everybody has some sort of influence is, well, good thing, bad thing. You have to, of course, every coin has two sides, right? So you have to think about, so let's say the positive thing is, when you think about yourself having some sort of influence, you really think highly of yourself, and then you kind of have the confidence that you can do something. I always wanted to become someone that I can influence somebody. Of course, I have the big ego. And when I was younger, when I was in my high school, I remember my mom was such a big fan of, successful stories and successful people. And I read a lot of those kind of books as well, because I wanted to become, that woman because she's great. I want to become this guy because she's great. And they were my role models. They're still my role models, but I kind of become more realistic that, you can't copy other people's story. You just have to be on your own. So anyway, okay, back to our topic. Sorry. Then we were thinking about, I wanted to become such an influential person, but realized I'm just ordinary. I can't really do much. I can't tell the whole world, this is not fair. We're gonna look for justice, or we're gonna do better. We're gonna improve the education system, or things like that. I'm just like tiny little bit, this small potato. I can't, right? But since I started doing this channel, I realized, I have a different way to influence people that I really didn't realize. I've got so many comments, or not so many. Okay, let's say I got quite a few because I don't want people to come in. I don't see so many. I got quite a few comments, and I've got some very, very touching messages from some of you guys saying that how much I've helped you guys. I I got a little bit tears there, to be quite honest. And again, I'm a very emotional person. It's easy for me to get tears. And also because it's really touching when they say how much I've helped them with their confidence, with their academic skills, with other things. I think I forgot, there's quite a few people saying that they passed their uh, English tests, they passed their interviews, and my videos helped them get through the difficult time because they were listening to, not only the English part, but more of the content part. I feel like I did something great, and I realized even if I'm small and I still have my own voice and my voice can help people, that makes me really happy. So that is a good influence. But then you're thinking about the power of influence, the power of being out there in public it's double edged, right? So now I have a positive influence. I have a really bad influence too. So let's say I'm promoting accent. Okay, I want everybody to have a really natural and authentic and native-like accent, and then people are gonna think, oh, you know what? If I don't meet that requirement, my English is really bad. And this is part of the reason when I promote my channel, I want to be like a judgment-free environment for a lot of people. Just go talk about it. Go speak. If you don't practice, you will lose a chance of being perfect. Being perfect. You know what I mean? So I want to say that I want to use my little tiny power and influence there to tell people that it is okay to be imperfect, and especially when it comes to language. Nobody's perfect. Even native speakers are not perfect, and they're, to be quite honest, we are way better at some kind of things when it comes to language than them, and they don't even know. When I was helping students at university, Canadian students, I was talking about the whole grammar system. They had no idea. So that's when I know I'm really good. Anyway, so I want to say, you have to take advantage of your power of influence to deliver the positive message to people. But also you have to be careful what kind of image or what kind of message you're delivering to your friends, to the public, because they really sometimes listen to you. They look up for you. They look up to you as a role model. They want to become like you, and then you have to set a good model for them, right? Again, so if you have the kind of content or you have kind of words you say, oh, you know what? I really don't like when people speak with Valley Girl accent. I don't know, that's too bad. Right, okay. Never mind. Cut that part. And then you'll be like, oh, everyone's like, think Valley Girl accent is really bad. And the funny thing is, for myself, I'm very easily influenced. I remember I watched a like educational video about speeches, like how you can talk smart or something like that. They said when you have a rising tones, you sound dumb, right? So you want to be very firm, and you want to speak with no you mean, I know that those kind of filling words. So when you have those kind of filling words, you sound dumb. And I really believe so. So now when I talk to other people, and if someone has that kind of fillers, or with a rising tone or with a Valley Girl accent, I will say, maybe she's or maybe he's a dumb person. Right? So because because I'm influenced by the article, by the video, by the book. So I believe that person is dumb because of those kind of things, which might not be true, right? So we're thinking about, if you remember the book I talked in the previous video, or Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, right? So it's about snap judgment. Right away, you're thin slicing all the information you get from that person, and you decide that he's that person. But how do you know? Like, how are you doing things slicing there? Because you learn the skills, so you have the input of what kind of people will be from books, from other people, from videos, from social media. So you automatically decide to do that kind of thing slicing. And then, of course, sometimes you can misjudge people, right? So that is a bad influence. So you don't want to be that person who has the bad influence. Even if you're just normal or college student, or you're some regular employee at the company or something like that, you have to watch out your words, because your words really sometimes hurt people, or your words can change other people. And positive thing is, oh, I like your outfit today. I like your lipstick today. And for me, I may say, oh, really good. Okay, then I want to continue to wear the outfit and wear the lipstick. If you say, oh, your hair sucks, your hair is like, why do that hairstyle makes your face look rounder, chubbier or bigger, and then you will be like, oh, I hate my hair, right? So you never know what kind of thing you say would affect other people in what kind of way, right? So you have to be very careful. Then think about your parents. Let me know if your parents have ever said something to you that have huge impact on you, negatively, positively. Okay, just let me know. My my mom is living with me now, right? And I noticed my change. So without her being here, I'm always confident. I like sunshine. I don't really typically enjoy being tan, but I don't really mind if I can go out and do something fun. But with her being here, I realized I'm start to be afraid of getting tan, because she constantly saying that, look at you, you're getting dark skin. Oh, you don't look good in dark skin. Oh, look at the tan line, or look at it's always something negative about me. And then I start to be like, maybe I don't look good in a tan color. Maybe I should not get tan. Maybe I should not go outside. Maybe I should not wear short sleeves. Maybe I should wear like a jacket or something. I just need to protect my skin. Maybe I should start a whole, whitening skincare routine or something like that. And I realized that's not me. And I start to kind of demoralize myself, and I don't like myself. I don't like me being like this, being like that. And then, of course, my confidence level has, down to that really, really visible, really, really obvious when I start to realize that. And I'm trying to tell myself, you know what? Sometimes it's okay to be influenced, but sometimes you have to screen out the noises, and then just tell yourself, be yourself, and those kind of things. And again, for I've been following. So I don't. You know me. I don't really typically talk about other hot topics, because I don't want to make a big fuss. I want to have a quiet, peaceful platform. But sometimes I do feel like I want to say something. There's one of my favorite vloggers. I really love her. I like her a lot, and her videos helped me get through all my darkness, dark time, and of course, even during pregnancy and after giving birth. And I think her videos really helped me a lot, because it's kind of like a soothing, calming, like meditation kind of thing. I like to put her videos on all the time when I have, downtime. But her recent video has kind of really stirred the pot, not stirred the pot, that's the wrong word, sorry, has really, raised some attention there. This is part of downside of being a public figure, that whatever you do has that kind of influence on other people. So they look up to you for certain things, and when you change, and then they feel like you've changed, but they never really think about if you're the real person like that. And they think you're delivering a kind of false image to them, because you're so powerful. Even one word has like a superpower there, that people will follow you, and then other people will be worried that you're setting the wrong image for other females, those kind of things. Well, unfortunately, there's no remedy for that, right? So, and no solution to it. You just have to power through that. And what I want to say is sometimes, as much as you love that person, you just have to give a little bit space to that person. Even this is a job they do. But again, they need a little bit of space to kind of readjust. People change. And there's the one thing I learned from a little one is what am I going to say? You always think this person is going to be the same, right? But it's not. And you learn that fast from the little one because they change so fast that you can't even catch up with them sometimes. I still remember when my husband was trying to rock baby back to sleep, he used those, singing the ants marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. I love the song with the exhaust fan, or even put him on his chest. That's when he was 1 month old. And he tried the same method when he was 2. It didn't work. That's a month. But the funny thing is he discovered a new way to soothe him. But in next week, and then he changed. And that didn't work at all. So this is how much young people have changed, or how fast they can change when they're young. Well, of course, when I'm getting older, I don't like changes so much. But if you're still young and at your early 20s, and even still a teenager, it is okay to change constantly because you're trying to figure out your life path. You're trying to figure out what suits you better, what works for you. It is okay to try it. Some people have the ability to try different kind of things. They have margin, they have room to make mistakes. Some people don't. This is why when people have room to make mistakes, you feel like, well, how can you do that? Because for us, we learn from you, and I don't have any margin for any kind of mistakes because it takes, it costs, right? So that's why they get angry, they get furious about what's going on, why you are not what you used to be, right? So that's what my opinion about this is my favorite vlog. But again, I want to say whatever she does there, I totally understand. I'm still a friend of her right here. It's very hard because for me, I never thought of I was going to be a mom, and I even told everybody that I would never love a kid because I just don't like kids. And then, of course, the first few months I didn't like him. I felt like I was still an outsider who loves that kid. But now I definitely feel more attached to him, and I feel like the motherhood has arrived, has risen. I forgot the word, and you know me. But people change. Baby change, young kids change, young adult change, and everybody changes. So you just have to, you just have to, accept it and then move on and then go find out or find another role model you want to follow. I know people feel disappointed when the person you love has changed, but you know what? People change. Your loved ones, your parents, your kids, your siblings, your friends, they all change. That's why you move on and you carry on, right? So that's what I want to talk about anyway. I hope you like this episode. I do. I feel like I kind of vetted out all my emotions and I feel a lot lighter. That's what I'm supposed to do, but I will definitely, okay, I'm not making promises here, but I will definitely talk more. But what I want to say is it's very hard for me to set up the whole camera thing. So in the future, I might do more podcasts instead of the video thing. But we'll see. Okay. Thank you for listening to me and thank you for staying so long till the end. I hope you have a great summer and stay cool and be yourself and be confident. I'll see you next time.